Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing this lovely day? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. You know what I need to do first and foremost? I need to check to see if I'm buffering. So let's go ahead and do that. Um, no buffering like that. Hey, we have a member. We have a member. And this reborn artist live. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Y'all, if you don't know Reborn Artist Life, you need to go and check her out. Because the woo babies are in the building. Woo, how you been? How was your day? I decided to use StreamYard today. Because I don't really go on StreamYard that much. And I said, let me just check it out. Well, not check it out, but let me just do this so I can use my banner and all that other stuff. So, how was your day, Reborn? I seen you a couple times today. Let me go share out this stream. I got a funny story to tell you. When it's shared on the community post. Are you awake? Hey, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Dr. Jess. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, Dr. Jess. How was your day? I hope you're doing well as well. Ooh, what's that? Oh. Hi, Healthy Living. How are you? What's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot of great channels in here tonight. So far, so good. Talk about that. Oh, great here. Thank you. Hope you're doing. I'm good. So let me tell you guys about my day. So I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was so good. And let me see. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys yesterday. Let me backtrack and tell you guys yesterday. So I was in Walmart yesterday and I wanted to pick up like I've been trying to, accumulate certain items since they've already been trying to prepare us for another uprisal in the pandemic. So I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start, you know, collecting some things. So I was in the aisle, one of the cleaning aisles, and I got, I was looking at the thing and I was like, dang, prices really changed a lot. And so I was like, well, I look at the thing and I don't see the price for the item I'm looking at. So there was a sales associate right next to me. It's like maybe 2 feet away. So I'm like, excuse me. I'm all talking to myself, all happy go lucky me. So I'm over there talking to myself, like, oh, I don't know what this price is. I said, excuse me. And he busy categorizing whatever he's categorizing. And I said, excuse me. Can you tell me the price of this? He goes up to the item, he scans the item, and then he says, I was like, oh my goodness, that's a good price. And then he goes and walks away. I was like, ooh. I was like, well, maybe, I said, okay, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he can't hear. Maybe he can't hear. So when I look at him go all the way down the rest of the aisle, I see that he has a full-blown conversation in Spanish with some people. I said, oh, no, he didn't. I said, wow, he's so rude. How could you just go ahead and dismiss people like that? So I was like, oh, I guess he don't like African American people. Yeah, I said it. We got to call a spade a spade. So, I mean, and he was chuckling. Oh, whatever he was saying, he was chuckling. I just said, I can't believe this. I said, well, let me take my little happy self around the corner. and I was still talking to myself. I can't believe he disrespect. I said, I can't even get help. No. So I went around the corner and now I'm looking at sponges because I was like, all right, I want to have a set of sponges because the one that I'm using is eventually going to get, used up. So I went and I was looking at sponges. So I was still talking to myself. I can't believe this. How they rude like that? This is your job. How you rude like that at your job? And so then there's a an older associate that's coming by. So I'm just like, smiling, because somebody else new came up. Somebody else new came up. And so I kind of like back up because she got the big 20-foot by 20-foot size wide cart. I was like, oh, are you trying to like, come, like, are you trying to like, she's like, no, I'm trying to go through. I was like, I said, but wait, excuse me, would have been really nice. What is wrong with people? Y'all, are we awake enough to see that, like courtesy? Oh, it's just a job. It's not just a job. I don't care whether you work at Saks Fifth Avenue, Walmart, you work at Macy's. I don't care where you work. You work in service. Every single last one of us works in service, whether we collect a check or not. We ought to be very kind to each other no matter what. So I'm just like, and mind you, y'all, the sales associate that when I walked by, before I got to this little situation, he was like, hello, miss, how are you? I was like, hi, through the mask or whatever. And so he was like, can I help you with that? I was like, no, thank you. So I'm like, I'm already on like, well, dang, Walmart done bumped up. And then when I met two of his coworkers, they bumped right back down. Why don't you care? Why don't people care? Why? I mean, like, you can't be making a customer feel like that. I said, well, dang. So, I'm bumpering to myself and I see that saying, I said, dang, your coworkers are real rude. He was like, really? What happened? I was like, nothing. I was like, I'm asking for questions and he, pretty much wrote me off and then went and started talking to people like it was nothing. Why do people feel like it's all right just to treat a customer like anything? Even if it's not your brand, you're still an ambassador. Think of your own life. You are your brand ambassador. If any of you were to treat me like A or B, oh, do you know what I would think about your brand? I would think your brand was disrespectful. I would think your brand was prejudiced. And I would think that your brand needed a little polishing over in maybe the communications department. That troubles me to see how some people really are. I'm not going to swallow that and just take it like, oh, well, Joy, that's just how. No, because guess what? We've been taking that for way too long. We've been letting stuff slide here and there, like, that's just slide here and there. There's no such thing as disrespect being okay. See, because if we can nip disrespect at the bud, and wake people up and make people realize that sensory is still something that's important to another person, and especially to me. How you make me feel. I don't need to have grudges against the whole entire corporation of Walmart because of two sales associates. And see, this is how we birth people like Hitler. Yeah, I said it. Because, right, wasn't it Hitler who was being picked on and then all of a sudden turned into this big murderer of all one race, primarily? And I'm sure it wasn't just them, but they were the target. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to turn into no murderer, but I'm just saying we need to wake up. and be aware of what's going around. So if you happen to work in the service field, which we all do, but in a one where people are exchanging money for services, then maybe, just maybe, you might ought to crack a smile, even if you don't want to, even if you don't care about a person, and still do what you got to do. The fact that these two people did not care that they were wearing their aprons and felt like it's okay to get away with talking to me, or lack thereof, smushing me, pushing me away from, and I was there before the lady, right? The lady was a good 20 feet away from me, and she just came sliding that cart right through. She's like, no, I'm going through. I was like, what? I said, the lady that was behind me, she had, I said, did you see what just happened? She was like, Now, had I not cared about, being suffocating in that mask already, I would have gone ahead and found out what's going on with your name, with your manager. It was just blatant. It wasn't one of those like, oh, well, maybe they're having a bad day. Let me let it slide. No, because dude went ahead and had a full conversation with the people at the end of the aisle. And he was, I'm like, if you don't wake up to your own actions and how they are affecting people, we have the blind leading the deaf, the blind leading the blind. We have the blind leading the seeing. We have the heartless emotions. But anyway, by the time I left, I was already like these Walmart, employees getting on my nerves. I was walking out the store about to just be like, walk right past the security guards that want to check your receipt just to put a check mark to make sure you have a receipt. I almost walked by them like they were, and she was like, hey, I was like, excuse me? She was like, yeah, I was like, oh, for real? You remember? She was like, yeah, you come in here. I was like, for real? I said, you know what? Walmart be trying to kill my little internet. You know that, right? She's like, for real? I said, well, I got you next time. She was like, I want to be in it. I was like, okay. So it's not everybody, guys. So like when isolated situations happen, we cannot just assume the entire population is that way. I was like, the whole Walmart. So rude. With the exception of that one guy that was just like, hey, how are you, miss? And I was like, I'm good. We have to wake up, leaving lasting impressions in people's souls. I'll never forget that dude, and I'll never forget that lady. Like, aren't you in training? I mean, I used to work. All right, let's just say, for example, right? When I was training for my position in Macy's, there was a video that showed you how you're supposed to talk to a customer and how, the customer is always right, all that stuff. And yet, these two employees just disregarded that whole thing and don't care. So obviously, they don't care about their jobs, the performance, whatever. Because I guess in his head, it was like, all right, I did help her, though. Hey, Crystal, what's going on? How are you? Hey, Short Bus. Hi, Edward. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Hey, Mika. How are you? Hi, California. How you doing? Good to see you. What up, Jazzy V? Where you been? Where you been? Good to see you. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Hey, we have a member. We have a member, and it's C. Dupree. Hey, Caffeine Queen, how are you? Sorry, y'all. No, I sometimes don't look at the chat. I was all in my feelings. But the point is, we need to wake up and realize that our actions or lack thereof is still creating data, and it's transferring on people, and now they're collecting that data, dissecting that data, and sometimes becoming that data or rejecting that data, rewriting why they don't like that data, and now a formulated opinion has come about based off that. It's true, guys. I know it seems like it's a lot, but it's very true. We got to be very careful about what we're computing from in here to out there. Hey, Purple, what's going on? We have a member. We have a member. And it's Purple Love 3130. People were looking out for you earlier, Purple. Look what I have. Look what I have. Y'all, if you did not see my review, this is Purple Love 3130's new lip moistener, as she says it, but I call it lip gloss, but it's lip moistener. And it's so beautiful. Look at that, guys. It's so beautiful. It's purple too. And it comes on this nice, cute little stick. Look at all that moisture. Not a lot, just enough. Just to coat the lip. Rub the lip. Smell the lip. Feel the lip. Only one way to find out if the lip gloss, lip moistener is really good is to test it on someone. Pucker up, people. This is a unisex product, guys. Everybody's lips need to be moisturized, okay? And it's got all natural stuff in there. So shout outs to you, Purple. There was a storm here, so your internet was really... Oh, okay. Hey, Jay. Hey, ALS Organics. If you are interested in this product, go to Purple Love on Instagram and DM her. So shout outs to you. And as I drink my water and as the lip balm or the lip gloss is going down my body, absorbing in my system, it's doing nothing but good things because it's got the natural stuff in there. Castor oil, it's got jojoba oil, it's got coconut oil, and it's got grapeseed oil, guys. Yes, I remember it. How are you? I'm good, like mother. How are you? Good to see you. I was just talking about how we need to wake up to our actions and how our actions are definitely defining different characteristics and creating characteristics in our mind, stimulating in our mind what and how some people are. Wake up. We have become too accustomed to being rude. It's not even funny. I don't think it's funny. I absolutely don't think it's funny because as I was saying that, I'm thinking about the little ones that are growing up with that same type of behavior and same type of characteristics that are carrying on dismissive. I do not like that. And y'all, that happened yesterday. And I'm still thinking about it today at 7:22 in the evening about those two people. Very short moment in time for my life, but very big impression. You see how that happens? Every little step we take is creating something for someone else. Be careful what we do. Where Bob at? Oh, snap. Hey, Big Belly Bob. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Big Belly Bob. How are you? Hey, Michelle. How are you? Facts. I try my best to raise this princess into a queen. Absolutely. Make sure her crown is just elevated. Make sure she knows that as her head moves, so as the balance of that crown. And if that crown shifts too far to the left or to the right, it may fall, meaning that she may fall. Prey to what society has become normalized into believing is okay, which is not. And see, while you're so busy trying to keep your head upright, you start to notice different things about world and our life that doesn't seem to fit right. And then you may want to say, hey, with my crown so high and my crown so right, I think I might have to make an impression tonight. Something good. They left a legacy for me, y'all. I'm going to let it go, of course. But there's no reason why. If it's your job to help customers, you only give the poorest of the representation of yourself to some customers and not all. Because while you may think I might have just been like, oh, it's whatever, turn around and see you treating other people and kiki and ha and with other people. And I'm just like, oh, wow. And they had it all stacked in the wrong place. So he was the one probably in charge of that. I don't want to blame him because I didn't see him touching nothing. Hey, James Money, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. When you're awake, it's hard to tolerate the sleeping dead. So it's up to the people who are awake to kind of like, hey, wake up. It kind of reminds me of the conversation that we had with C Love last night. If you guys were here for that, then you understand what I'm talking about. I mean, I know we're not responsible for how somebody can ultimately think, but we definitely are, I believe, responsible for saying, hey, that kind of wasn't that good. Maybe some people aren't aware. I mean, after all, some people do have to raise themselves and they don't have the kind of training that would show you how to treat another human. But this is different though, because I know when they were going through the training, the job training, somebody along the way had to say, like, if a customer asks you for help, you say, hi, sure, no problem. You respond and kind of pretend like you want to help them. I don't know. Maybe they changed up that climate as well. Do you think? Nah, they didn't change it. So if you see something, then say something. So yes, I know I didn't say something when I should have, when I saw that thing. So shame on me. Because now that behavior is going to go unnoticed. And the next person they do it to, and the next person they do it to, and the next person they do it to. They're going to be set in their ways by then. And by the time somebody really checks them and says, you can't be doing that, they'll be like, well, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything. All I did was I helped her. So what's the problem? Just because you help somebody doesn't mean that intent to help created a good atmosphere, because the intent was not very nice, even though you helped. Hey, the Mass Vegan, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. It's changed since we were kids. It's changed. They don't do that anymore. Hi, can I help you? But I can't believe that. Hi, Mrs. Lennon. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Help him. I believe the children are our future. If they need help with their homework, you got to help them. Oh, good. 25 minutes. So, since we highlighted Purple Rain, we have to go and stop for a minute to say, hello, my name is Winnie Vandross. And here to sing a lovely selection. It's called Purple Rain, Purple Rain. Dun, dun. Where she at? Purple rain, purple rain. You thought you was gonna escape the song tonight. No, thank you. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Pinky in the ears, everybody. Pinky in the air. All right. Purple rain, purple rain. Dun, 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 dun. Purple rain, purple rain. Thank you, Life Mother, like daughters, for the super chat. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I was kind for you today, purple rain, purple love. I didn't go deep into my song, but I just gave you a little sample of this and that. My name is Joy Evandros, and I'm out. It's going to take too long for me to get out of screen, but I had to go ahead and do it anyway. Hey, Patty D, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Patty D. So I feel like if enough of us really absolutely wake up, we're going to care about how the society really continues forward moving. If we're going to forward progress, then we really need to do something about, one, our heart. And part of our heart will come outwardly with how we treat each other. So Black heart, Black attitude. Good heart, good attitude. Now, when I say Black, I'm talking about it's just covered in darkness. That kind of darkness that just exudes nothing but destruction, dislike, disgruntledness, everything with a disconnect versus wholeness, completeness, happiness, wanting to spread joy and laughter and cheer for all mankind. We do need to care about how, even if it's just a Walmart employee, I don't think about it that way. If you get a paycheck, then you're an employee or somebody, and your service should be just as that. Really good to whomever and whatever. Unless I came at you disrespectful and was like, yo, what's this price? I said, what's this? If I came at you like that, then yeah, maybe you wouldn't deserve to hear a hello, how can I help you? But that's the thing. Sometimes those same kind of people who treat people like that get the most respect. You ever believe that? Can you believe that? Yes, it does happen. I remember one time before the pandemic, I was at the local Chinese food store, and the exchange that this customer was given to this employee, I just said, I can't believe it. I was like, come on, man, don't be like that. Just so I didn't say that to the person. And I'm just like, this is so bad. It's a bunch of us watching this one person abuse the employee at the Chinese food restaurant. And I'm like, don't you realize these people are making your food? Like, even if they weren't making your food, don't you realize how you're talking to somebody? Come on, y'all. We need to upgrade our personalities. Upgrade it. It's of service. And she sat there and took it. I just said, wow. And imagine that was just one exchange that I saw. You got to do better. But see, when you're awake, you know better. How many of us need to be shaken awake? You know, with that shake and bake, like get up. We're destroying our world with the way we talk to each other, how we treat each other, how just in general. I think even if somebody come at you raw, you can probably de-escalate the situation by responding in a different way. That maybe they can think about, like, dang, that was disrespectful. You say, well, maybe they're not gonna, but if we don't try, how can people learn? It's unfortunate that some of us happen to be the circumstance of someone else's behavior. But at the end of the day, we are responsible with the reactions that we create. Do we deserve? No, none of us deserves to be treated unfairly or harshly. But if it happens, we could definitely change the outcome by just the response alone. You guys already know. Remember when I was telling you last week about the lady that I had encountered and was calling me names? Remember that one? Facts to try mean a lot. Yeah, it does. And that's a hard thing to do. But if you practice, it makes progress. And that's all we have to do every single day. Just practicing to make progress. Guys, you are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. No matter how poorly you may get treated or how poorly you may treat another, when you are awake, you become very aware of everything that's surrounding you. And when I say awake, I mean when you become aware of what life is really worth, what your life is really worth, and how you contribute to the maybe de escalation or the escalation of our society. Because we all remember when we all speak life and death constantly. Speak more life, and more life will come. Speak more death, and more death will come. Speak more discord. And when I say death, I mean disconnect, dissension, all of that kind of stuff. Speak life, meaning, having a better outlook on life, whether you think it's possible or not. All of these things create, and we are absolutely responsible. Remember, somebody is always looking. Somebody's looking, lurking, working. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody needs you in their life. They need you guys. Somebody is needing you, whether it be somebody you know or not. Your family, your husband, your wife, your kid, your auntie, your uncle, your mom. Somebody's always looking, looking for you. And they're always waiting for your response on how you're going to handle the situation. And we can always improve. That's the beauty of life. We get that chance to improve. But when you're awake, you understand that there is another chance to improve. So wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. If you ever want to get to know anything more about me or Be the Difference Clothing, you see down there, this is the website, and over there are the books. You can get this book at BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. You can get this hoodie too as well from there. T-shirts, tank tops, onesies, and more. Socks. I am working on some new pair of socks too, guys. So definitely look out for those. I'm hoping to have them very soon. So the ones that still exist, please grab them before they're gone. Like, I don't think you guys, I think you do understand. When I say that something's going to be gone for good, it really is going to be gone for good. Like, I never recreate any sock. And what else did I want to say? Oh, January, no. November 27th is Black Friday. There is a link that has been created. So please set your reminders. Come and shop with us. If you are a vendor and would like to shadow or showcase your items for Black Friday, hit me up at info@BeTheDifferenceLLC.com or in the description down below. My email address is there. Join us. If you want to sell your items on Black Friday with us, come and do it. Me and Sister Phoebe, we don't mind. We need to pack up. We need to pack up YouTube with this, okay, guys? Y'all gonna be shopping cyberly anyway. You might as well shop with people that you can tangibly know. Can't touch, but you tangibly know. Okay? I am here every single night between 7 and 9. We talk about everything and anything. And sometimes I come on a little earlier, a little later, sometimes depending. Octavia, I'm glad. Hey, Thoughts Magnetic, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you love them, Octavia. Thank you for your support. And in any event, it's good to see you guys. I hope that you have a great evening, and thank you for giving me a little bit of your time each and every day or whenever you can make it. It does make a difference. It helps me, and I'm sure your conversations with each other help each other as well. So until we meet again, I am signing out on another episode of Hello